Hello guys, it's Jamie here. Sorry I haven't been active for like 4 months, but I'm going to try something new today. I'm going to try and start doing podcasts. I got a very interesting guest today. He's a tattoo artist from West Brom. I will put all the links and everything in the description. He's done all my tattoos and everything. Top guy. And so yeah, how's life been for you at the moment, man?
Life is good, bro. Life is good, man.
Yeah. What you been
I'm
up to?
just tattooing. I'm going to the gym a lot. I've got a competition August the 25th, BMBF. So I'm training hard for that. I'm quite active, tattooing every day. So yeah, life's treating me well, man. I'm just grafting,
Yeah.
trying to better myself on a daily basis.
What age did you decide that this was the career path you wanted to take?
Well, from an early age, really, I've been really into art. So from, I'd say, probably about 7 onwards, I took drawing a bit more serious.
Yeah.
And if you look through my years of drawing, I progressively got better. But it's not something that I thought being a tattooist was realistic. Like, everyone wants to be a footballer, everyone wants to be a race car driver or something like that. But with it being realistic is another thing. And I was constantly told that it wasn't a realistic career. I was constantly told that it wasn't something that I should do. And despite all of that, I still done it because people always said to me that you should have a plan B.
Yeah.
Now, for anyone that wants to do anything, personally, I do not think that you should have a plan B. If you want to be a footballer, invest all your time into being a footballer. What's the point of having a plan B working in a factory? Investing some of your time working into a factory when you want to be a footballer. Put all your time into plan A and you will get the best results out of plan A.
Was there some times where you did feel like giving up though? When people was running you down saying it ain't a realistic goal and everything, was there sometimes where you thought, well, I might listen to them?
Yeah, 100%. Like, there was times when I did sit back and think, you know what, is this realistic? Is it something that I can create a career out of? Is it something that I can provide? Is it something that I can feed myself from? I gotta look at all the things. Like, as a kid, you can have dreams and whatever, but putting them into perspective and putting them into reality is something else. But yeah, I did question it quite a few times, but if you want something hard enough, you will make it happen regardless of what it is. If you want to be a footballer, be persistent and you will be a footballer. You've just got to put yourself on the right track to enable you for them doors to open. If you don't open the door's not going to open.
Is there any tattoos that you would not do? Like, any tattoos that you would just think, no?
Yeah, 100%. I have a reputation to keep.
Yeah.
So if my reputation's tarnished from doing a certain tattoo, then I'm not going to do it. If it makes me look bad, then I'm here to make money. I'm here to create good art. What's the point doing something that's going to make me look bad?
So what kind of tattoos would you not do?
Certain things that are not my style, I might reject.
Yeah.
Certain cover-ups. If it's not coverable,
Yeah.
and if I'm not going to be able to cover it, then the person walking in is going to leave unhappy because their tattoo is not covered. So sometimes I just suggest laser because that's the best thing for the tattoo.
Is there anything in your personal life that motivated you the most to become a tattoo artist?
What motivated me the most, I'd say, to become not just a tattoo artist, but to become successful in general.
Yeah.
Is when I was 10, my mum passed away of cancer, and I think that motivated me a lot because from such an early age I've had a fire in me, I've had a drive in me, like, to always want to succeed. Like, even to this very day, like, I still think she's watching me, and everything I do up until this very moment now, she's watching and she's making sure that she's leading me on the right path. So yeah, I think that's definitely driven me, because I think a lot of people would put it in a negative light.
Yeah.
And it is a really negative thing, like losing someone that's so close, your mum or your dad or whatever. It's a really negative thing, but you've got to take some sort of positive from it. You can't let it drag you down every day. And I think putting it into a positive light and using it as a drive, using it as something that will keep you focused, is what I took from it. Obviously, it's hard. You're going to think of negatives all the time, but I use it as a positive. I let it drive me, and yeah, hopefully it drives me in the right path to be majorly successful.
Do you think there'll be a time soon where you'll go on a different path and stop doing tattoos, or do you think it's for the long run and you're going to do that till you retire?
Well, I never say never.
Yeah.
Like, I never say never to anything. I could have a change of heart in 4 days' time. I could have a change of heart in 4 years' time.
Yeah.
I could have a change of heart in 40 years' time. I never say never with anything, but at the same time, like, tattooing's one of my big passions, so I highly doubt that I'm going to give it up.
Yeah.
But, yeah, like I said, I never say never, and hopefully I'm still doing it in 40 years' time. But I never keep all my eggs in one basket as well. Like, I want to open a barber shop, so maybe I could do like half tattoo shop, half barber shop. So, like I said, I never keep all my eggs in one basket. But wherever I am or whatever I'm doing, I'd like to tattoo. Even if it's not as much in the future, I'd still like to be tattooing, doing some sort of tattooing at some point in my life.
Are you planning to move to a bigger area than where you currently are now? Or are you thinking of staying here?
Yeah, so I do want to move. I'm not sure where, but I do want to move. Like I said, I want to do some kind of barber tattoo / thing. So yeah, I do want to move. I don't really know where yet, but yeah, as soon as I do move, I'm sure you'll know.
Yeah, I'll make sure to tell all you guys when he moves and everything. So, as you've grown, because you've been tattooing for 3 years now, yeah? Like 4 years. And is there sometimes where, like, you get nervous when doing it because you ain't like as experienced as some other people and all that? Or
Nah, I never.
is no task too big?
Yeah, like, I never get nervous at all, to be honest. Because
Yeah.
number one, if you go into a tattoo, if you go into any tattoo nervous, you shouldn't be doing the tattoo.
Yeah.
That's number one. Number two, if you go into a tattoo nervous, your brain, your body follows your brain. So if you're nervous, you're gonna be all shaky. You're not really gonna be thinking about the tattoo. You're gonna be thinking about how bad the tattoo can go. So nah, I'd never go into any tattoo nervous. And I think with experience, I don't think personally it's how long you've been tattooing. I think it's about your application. I know some people that have been tattooing for 20 odd years and their work's shocking. I think it's how you've been taught, the application of how you apply the tattoo, and yeah, just how you've picked up the trade in general. I know some artists that have been tattooing 3 years, their work's amazing. I know some tattoo artists that have been tattooing 20 years and their work's a sham. So I guess it just depends how you've learned the trade.
Yeah.
Really.
Is there any tattoos that you've started and then halfway through the client hasn't been able to stick in, they've just left? Or you've had to stop because of anything?
I think a few little ones I might have had to stop
Yeah.
because I've had people pass out. I've had people do a few things. So I've had to stop a few times, but nothing major, to be fair. Quite some big scale pieces. Most big scale pieces I've been able to finish.
Yeah.
Because most people that book a big tattoo generally can sit it. But then the ones who come for a small first one, they're the ones that usually end up tapping out because they overthink the pain too much. They get it into their head that it's going to be a lot worse than they think. Oh yeah.
If someone was coming to get their first tattoo, what advice would you give them?
If someone was to come to get their first tattoo, the advice I'd give them, number one, do not overthink it.
Yeah.
Like I just covered on, everyone overthinks the tattoo. Do not overthink it. 9 times out of 10, the tattoo is not going to be as painful as you think it's going to be. 100% not. Number 2, come with some sort of sugar intake.
Yeah.
Get them blood sugar levels nice and high so you can keep a good amount of glucose in yourself. And number 3, just relax. So all you've got to do, just sit there, relax, don't overthink anything, and it probably won't be as bad as you think it will be.
Do you think a relationship with the tattoo artist is really important?
Yeah, 100%. If you can create a bond with your tattooist, like, don't forget, you have to sit with this person for hours on end, sometimes every week if you're booking every week, sometimes every month if you're booking every month. So, especially, like, they're doing something on your skin for life, and you have to trust them enough. You have to have a relationship with them enough to be able to apply that to your skin. And I think having that bond with them anyway, just to be able to be around them for that period of time is a good thing. If you don't like the person that's tattooing you, 9 times out of 10 you're not going to go back. Just for the simple fact, whether producing good art or not, you do not like them. Why are you going to give your money to someone you do not like? Probably not.
Of all the tattoos you have, which one would you say was the most painful?
Out of all the tattoos I've got,
Yeah.
I'd probably say the rose on my neck.
Yeah.
That was probably the most painful.
Why was that the most painful?
I couldn't tell you. It's a sensitive area.
Yeah.
Thin skin, sensitive area. Yeah, it killed.
Is there any tattoos you regret getting?
I don't have one tattoo on my body that I regret. You know?
Yeah.
My most, I wouldn't say silliest because I like it, but my most jokey tattoo is probably I've got a watermelon on my ankle, but I love it. So yeah, I don't regret any of my tattoos, and I'm plastered in them.
Yeah. Do all your tattoos have a meaning for you, or did you just like them?
No, not all of them. Like I've done this myself. I've got a sleeve on here, that don't mean anything. I just had it because I liked it. But then like a few of my tattoos do have meanings. For example, this says mom
Yeah.
in the shape of a heart. Then I had the roses because my mom's middle name was Rosetta.
Yeah.
Then I had an angel to represent my mom. And then I had clowns around it to go with the heavenly theme. And yeah. And that's my mom's name, Movine.
Yeah.
And then all this is just Greek. And I had the Greek because I like Greek mythology. So yeah.
What would you say is the main motive for life for you? And when saying 40 years time and maybe you're retired or whatever, what is one thing you want to look back on and say I'm really proud of that?
It depends in terms of myself, in terms of my success.
Yeah.
I'd say just being happy in general. I want to look back in 40 years and say I've done everything that I wanted to do. I made my family proud. I made sure my family was looked after. And yeah, I've done what I wanted to do. I made sure I was happy when I was doing it. And yeah, because too many people do something just for the cash. And I'm telling you now, if you're in it just for the money, you're not going to last. I promise you. No matter what you do, if you're in it for the cash, you're not going to last in the long run. You might do it for a couple of years, and then it's just not in your heart, you're not going to do it. But my main motive for when I'm 40 years old, I'd say, yeah, just be happy. Obviously, everyone wants a good chunk of money, so hopefully I can be well off. Yeah, be happy, make sure my family are eating well, make sure I'm eating well, and yeah, just being happy.
Do you have a close relationship with everyone in your family?
Yeah, like me and my family are all tight, man. We're all good. Because we've been through so much.
Yeah.
Because we've all been through so
Brought you
much.
closer together.
We've got a close bond.
Yeah.
Everyone respects the trade I'm in. I've been in it for years now, so it's normal.
Yeah.
Everyone respects the trade I'm in. Everyone, even my family to a degree, didn't think it was realistic at the start.
Yeah.
But
That's how passionate you was.
yeah, that's about your the way you carry yourself in your trade and your passion for the trade, it'll change it'll change other people's perspective. If you're serious about something, if you're serious enough about doing something, when people are not taking you seriously at the start, as long as you're persistent with how serious you are, as long as you're persistent with how much time you put into your craft, then people will start taking you more seriously. People will start noticing how passionate you are, and then their actions towards you will definitely change. But yeah, in terms of my family, I'm really close to everyone. They can see how passionate I am, and yeah, they back me 100%.
What advice would you give to young aspiring artists? Like, say them like 15,
Yeah.
and then they're debating whether they want to do tattooing or whatever, or just an artist in general. What advice would you give to them?
The advice I'd give to young aspiring artists is you keep drawing. Don't just pick up a tattoo machine off eBay and start tattooing. It's not that easy. It's not. You can't just order a tattoo gun off eBay and start tattooing and think you can't one day. It don't work like that. You need to keep drawing, and I would say get an apprenticeship, but I'd be a hypocrite because I never got an apprenticeship. But I did keep drawing for years and years. I still draw now. I might not have as much time to draw because I'm always tattooing, but I still draw now. I still get out my pencil. And you're never too good. That's the thing in tattooing. You're never too good. You've always got things you can improve on. There's always stuff that you can do better. And yeah, you're always, being an artist, you're always going to pick flaws in your work. Even if someone thinks it's 10 out of 10, you're always going to pick flaws in it. But for the younger generation anyway, keep drawing, and then when you think it's time, personally, for other people, the advice I'd give is to learn off someone else. Find someone that's good, try and land a good apprenticeship somewhere, and learn professionally off someone else. But obviously, like I said, I didn't do that, so I'm a bit of a hypocrite. But if I could give anyone advice, I would. If I could go back, well, to be fair, I'd probably do it the same. So yeah, it is a bit hypocritical, but the advice I would give to anyone else is land an apprenticeship and do it. But if not, and if you do want to do it yourself, I'd draw for years and years and years, and then find people who are willing to let you loose, man, and just do it. Just do it for real. Do it on human skin, but don't go on eBay and find some knockoff stuff. Buy the correct stuff. Make sure you are hygienic with your application, and yeah, set it up properly. And yeah, find some people who are willing to do it. I used to tattoo people everywhere. So yeah.
Are you thinking of getting anyone else to work here? Because at the moment it's just you in the studio, yeah?
Yeah, so with that, I've had people in and out of here, and as much as I do like working with people, I enjoy working on my own as well. But in the future, I will have people working for me, whether that's in this shop or another shop. I will have people working for me. But at the minute, I'm nice, bills are paid, money's good, so yeah, I can't complain on that front. But yeah, I will have people working for me in the future, but right now, it is what it is. I'm just here tattooing. The thing is, for me, it needs to be the right person. Their tattoos might be good, but their attitude might be bad. Someone else's attitude might be good, but their tattoos might be bad. So finding the right people as well for joining my tattoo family is a big thing. I had a lot of people ask about jobs, but most people don't fit the criteria. You need to be able to treat my clients just like you treat your own clients. So yeah.
What do you think is a reasonable amount to charge for a tattoo? Because some artists charge like £2,000 plus for a day session. Do you think that's too much, or?
I'd say that's too much personally, but I wouldn't put a price limit on a tattoo personally.
Yeah.
Because there is some amazing artists out there.
Yeah,
so
of course.
I wouldn't put a price limit on a tattoo personally. But I think for a normal let's be real. For a normal person, a day sit at £2,000 isn't realistic. So I'd say for a normal person, a price range of £60 to to at a push £80 an hour is probably realistic. But yeah, I'd say an hourly rate of 60 to 80, that's the going rate anyway, usually. I'd say between 50 and £80 an hour, that's the going rate usually. And I think, depending on the quality of the artist, it's a good rate. 60 to 80, 50 to £80 an hour, it's a good rate. I'd say you pay for what you get, really. If you look at most of these artists that are £30 an hour, do a little bit of research. I'm not saying they're all going to be bad, but do a bit of research and you'll probably see the difference between a £30 an hour artist and a £70 an hour artist. You'll probably see the difference.
By the way, guys, he's £60 an hour and 350 full days, yeah?
300.
Or is it 300?
Yeah, man.
So yeah, cheap prices, come and get tattoos. So, is there anything else you want to tell the viewers?
In terms of tattooing, you just gotta, I'd say anyone that wants to do it, be consistent. Stay consistent, be persistent with it, and it will pay off. But even if you don't want to be a tattooist, stay consistent with what you want to do. So if you want to be a footballer, make sure you're at training. Make sure you're at training when you should be there. Whether that's 3 days, 4 days, 5 days, 6 days, whatever. Make sure you're there every day at training and you're putting in that work. You only get out what you put in. And I think there's loads of people who have got big dreams and they're not putting in the effort. If you want to do something, regardless of what it is, it will pay off, but you need to put in that work. There's too many people with massive dreams and their work rate doesn't reflect what they're saying. They've got big aspirations, but very little ethic. And I think without that work ethic, you're not going to get anywhere. And that's the long and short of it. You need to be consistent.
So that's it, guys. I'll be hopefully making more of these, but I thought I'd start off with an interesting one instead of just a boring one with one of my friends. So anyway, thanks for that.
No problem, bro.
So anyway, guys, peace.